Hi, my name is Bernadette and I'm one of the directors for the UK Alliance of Wedding Planners, and I'm also a wedding planner and have been since 2002. I thought I would talk to you today about consultations. I know that this is something that our students really worry about. It's definitely a question that gets asked again and again. We've been training wedding planners since 2004, and in fact on our training course Business Practicalities we do hold mock consultations with our students, and the reason why is this gives them a chance to really have an understanding of how questions flow in a consultation, what questions are important. It also enables them to have that practice before they do it for real. So although they're terribly scared and nervous and they really don't want to do it, they always feel so much better after. So although I can't quite do that with you today, what I thought that we could do, however, is go over some of the theory to really chat about what it's like in a client consultation so that you have an understanding of what questions you're going to be asking. So well done, you're well on your way to being a successful wedding planner. It's fantastic news. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so now that you know that your marketing has worked, you know that you've had a connection with that client, you've really resonated with each other, now's the time to turn that inquiry into a booking. And this is why a consultation is so important. That's the end game. What you want is you want to go into that consultation and really have an understanding if they are the right person for you, whether you're a good fit, and whether you are able to plan their wedding for them professionally, clearly and honestly. So it's a great moment when you actually meet that client for real. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to prepare yourself beforehand. So in the initial phone call, you want to check you're available on that date. You want to check that it's in the location that you cover, and you want to ask them basic questions about their wedding. Give them an understanding of what your fees are, just to make sure that they're happy with that. What you don't want to do is turn up for the consultation where you haven't had those initial conversations, and then you find that you're not a good fit, whether because you're already booked on that date, or it's not an area that you cover, or that your fees aren't a good fit with the clients. So it's really important that you've got that information all sorted beforehand. You then want to make sure that it sounds obvious, but you know where you're meeting them. So is it at their home or is it in a coffee shop? It really depends on you, your brand and the type of weddings that you organise. For myself, my own planning business, which is Dream Occasions, we specialise in marquee style events for our clients. Therefore, it's imperative that I do actually go to their home, that I see where the marquee is going to go, and that really gives me an understanding of what style marquee structure we're going to go for. I do know, however, that some of my fellow planners at the UKAWP actually meet their clients in town, so they might meet them in a hotel lounge or in a coffee bar. There's no wrong or right way to do it. So it's whatever suits you, but most importantly, what suits your clients. But get that information beforehand. So if it is somewhere that's in town, make sure that there's parking nearby. Get instructions if they live in the middle of the country and you're a bit worried that your sat-nav is not going to get you there. Again, ask for some basic directions. It's far better that you do that than you're actually late on the day, so you don't want to be in that kind of situation. So get all the information that you need beforehand so that you can build up a picture of what their wedding is going to be like. If they have, for example, mentioned a venue, you can do a little bit of research on that venue beforehand so that you're familiar with the setting, familiar with the rooms that they have. Okay, now leading you to the day itself. First of all, safety is paramount, so make sure that somebody knows where you're going. Just send them a little message beforehand and after. I really don't want you to be getting yourself into a situation where you feel unsafe. So make sure that you do that somebody knows where you are at all times, or just put a tracker on your phone. In fact, that's what I've done because I'm always out of the office. So I just asked my husband, just track me. I don't mind him tracking me, and at least then I know that he knows where I am if I have forgotten to tell him, which is invariably the case. Okay, so that is number one, is get all your information sorted beforehand. When it comes to the meeting itself, few things. Make sure that you're dressed professionally, make sure that your clothes fit. I don't mean that you have to be dressed in a 3-piece suit, unless, however, that is reflective of your brand. You want to be comfortable, but you do want to be smart as well. The other thing that I feel that you shouldn't do is I feel that you shouldn't smoke before a meeting, and that you shouldn't drink before or during a meeting. I personally feel this doesn't give the right impression. Although you want to be really friendly and you want to be really close with them and build up the rapport, I'm not sure alcohol is the way to do it. So I personally would refrain from that, even if you are offered. However, what you do want to do is be in a situation where your clients are very relaxed. By doing this, you're able to have an understanding of their personality and to really kind of delve deep into them. By having an understanding of their personality, this helps you when you're planning their wedding, because personality is so important. You don't just want to be planning a wedding the same as everybody else is. You want to be planning the perfect wedding for them, which is why personality is so important. So when you first go to that consultation, you're going to just have a little chat with them first. Thank you for inviting me over. It's really nice to meet you. You then want to be telling them a little bit about you and your business to start with. Then you will have a questionnaire. If you do the training course with the UKAWP, we give some sample questionnaires to our students. But you want to be asking a variety of questions to your clients. Of course, you want to have the key information. So how should you send the proposal? Is it email or is it posted? The date of the wedding. Number of guests, so all the kind of the top line information. You then want to go into a little bit about them as a couple. So when did they meet? When did they get engaged? What do they like doing as a couple? Do they have any hobbies? What colours do they like? There are some fantastic personality questions that you can ask them. You want to stick to maybe about 3. And literally just doing a simple Google search will help you on that. But think about what questions do you want to know in order to find out more about them as a couple so that you can plan the wedding for them. So you've got your top line information, you've asked them questions about them as a couple and their personality, what they like doing together. And then you want to start asking questions about the wedding itself. So all the key details, venue details, do they have any opinions on photographers, cake makers, stationery? When they envisage their wedding, what do they see? What are guests doing? How do they feel? So really kind of go through that. Now, there are some people out there that say that you shouldn't have a questionnaire and that you should just be talking with them. However, I would disagree, because what I find is that naturally you both go off on a tangent, and so you may well have been talking about the ceremony and then all of a sudden you're talking about the evening band, but you need to get back to the ceremony so that you've asked them all the key information. So I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a questionnaire with you. Now, although I'm very tech savvy, I've got, all of my computer devices and obviously my phone, my smartphone and my iPad. And although I do use them in my meetings with my clients, I don't feel that I want to be taking notes on them. It doesn't quite feel right. I don't feel that that is enabling me to have that connection with my clients, which is why I tend to have a paper-based questionnaire. But you might do things differently. So what's important for you is that you find a method that works well for you. Okay, you can then ask your clients whether they want to view any pictures. You might have some pictures loaded up on your iPad, for example. And what I'm finding now is that this will naturally happen. So when I'm talking to my clients about an idea we have, I might be able to show them something similar that I've done before. Or if you've got access to the internet, you can simply go on to maybe your Pinterest board and you can show them ideas there. What you don't want to be doing is giving too much away. At this stage, it's a bit like a two-way interview process. So it's important for you to get to know them as a couple. So do you have a connection to them? Do you feel that you can organise the wedding for them? But also it's important that they are interviewing you. And do they feel comfortable with you? Do they trust you? Do they feel that you can organise their wedding for them? That's really important. So it is a two-way street. Now, finally, the information that you're gathering in that consultation period is normally what you're using to produce the proposal or to produce a guideline of the services that you're going to provide for them. I'm not going to cover proposals in this video, but because the information gathered in the consultation is going to be used for the proposal, it's really important that you're asking all the right questions. It doesn't matter if the clients don't know all the answers yet, but at least you've covered all bases. You should then tell the clients you can expect the proposal to be with you within the week. If you've got any questions beforehand, please let me know. And this sort of opens up the communication. What I always say to my clients is once I've emailed the proposal to you, I will send you a quick text message just so that you know that it's gone. Because I have had situations in the past where I've sent a proposal, but it in fact hasn't arrived with them. And so you don't want to be in a situation where you're thinking, why have they not come back to me? And the clients are thinking, well, why has she not sent the proposal to me? So always just send a little quick text message just to check that they have received it. My final piece of advice for you is you're not going to get every booking, and that's okay. It might not be the right one for you. The main thing is that you are doing the best you can in that consultation. And if you don't get the booking, then that's fine. There's always another one round the corner. I hope some of those tips have helped you in preparing for your very first wedding planning consultation. But if you've got any questions or comments, please do leave them below. Until next time, bye.